Greetings, dear viewers. I'm Coil Quickcard, and welcome back to World of Warcraft, but I have to keep my family of Partybots alive. You know, I didn't do so good on my last attempts, and I've racked up a decent number of dead children. But I believe in second chances, and that is why I am here with my lovely family of corpse children. We've got Texu the Rogue, we've got Uwu Zetasida the Warrior, Zom the Mage, and Odepe the Warlock. I am Deadbeat Dad the Priest, and surely things are going to go a lot better this time. If you are new here, it's very simple. I've got these party bots. They will automatically follow me. They will automatically fight the things that I fight or that try to fight them. And they will gain experience and level up, although they will not change their gear or their skills. They are starting with, you know, a bit more than you would reasonably expect a level 1 character to have in terms of their skills and in terms of their gear. But all of their stuff is not, you know, level restricted at all. So I am very, very quickly going to be outpacing them in power, especially since I am gaining quest XP and they are not. So at level 6, I will be leaving Deathnell. At level 10, I will be leaving Tirisfal Glades. And it's really just about seeing how long I can manage to keep them alive, because eventually there's just going to be such a level difference between me and them that it is nearly inconceivable that they'll be able to even follow me in a straight line without aggroing enough enemies to just die. So, with that being said, let's get started with the undead quests. Should be pretty simple. We're going to have an extreme advantage here at the early stages of this challenge. Simply due to the numbers, I did not set it to free-for-all. There we go. We've just got so much more power than we would normally have at this point, so it's all gonna work out. I'm sure that we have nothing to worry about, you know? I'm sure that when Deadbeat Dad was alive, he was, you know, a wonderful, responsible, loving father. And I'm sure that, you know, here with my pack of dead children, I'm going to continue to be exactly that, because, you know, my children are definitely not dead due to my incompetence. That would be silly. It would be very silly to think that. Experience rates and drop rates are both going to be quicker than in the base game. And this is vanilla World of Warcraft, so this is before any of the stuff that came with Burning Crusade, Wrath of the Lich King, and certainly before the complete reworking of everything in Cataclysm. Zom decided to turn into a red ogre for a while. You know, he has a thing that lets him do that. You know, kids will be kids. I just kind of let Zom do his own thing. Okay, nope. Zom decided to turn into a fish. All right, good job. You just enjoy being a fish there, okay? All right, we need the wretched zombies. You know, something I'd never really thought about until now. It always seemed weird that there were zombie models that just had, like, spikes impaled through them, you know? But it's now occurring to me that as the undead spread throughout Lordaeron, it may have actually been a genuine attempt to prevent the dead from being raised by, like, burying them with just, like, spikes through their heads, you know, trying to inflict cranial trauma in the hopes that a headless zombie is not able to, you know, live. It's kind of an interesting piece of storytelling. I wonder if that was part of the thought process that went into their design. I honestly couldn't say. There we go. Oh, it's raining! Oh, that's lovely! Oh, my kids love the rain. Oh, they love the rain so much. Hey, Death Guard Randolph, how you doing? I'm sure that everything is going to be just fine, you know? We might be dead, but damn it, we're still a family. And that's what matters. That's what's important. Rattle cages. Go meet the priest trainer. The thing for that. The hallowed scroll. Power word fortitude. Okay, I am now in a position to be able to actually provide some meaningful buffs. If you wouldn't mind, please drink. Drink, 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 drink. Okay. Don't worry, Uwu. We got some stuff for you too. It's all gonna be fine. Wasn't there another quest? Guess not. Fair enough. Let's knock out some of the rattle cages now, and then we'll do the damned, and then we'll come back and get the rest of the rattle cages. I swear there are not nearly enough rattle cage skeletons. This is probably my favorite starting area in World of Warcraft. I like how very, condensed it is. I like how, the first several quests are, mere meters away from the quest givers. I just really enjoy it. But if you get more than, 3 people in this area at once, you're all going to be waiting on these goddamn skeletons, and especially on the boxes later. There are not enough rattle cage skeletons. There just aren't. I'm not even sure if there's a total of 12 spawns of them at all in this area. There's probably more. There's probably close to 15, 14, something around there. I would be genuinely surprised if you told me that there were even 20 rattle cage skeleton spawns. This place must have just been an absolute catastrophe at the launch of WoW Classic. Holy crap, how many shards did they have to drop to even make this possible with the player numbers they must have had? I don't really know, because I was making a Tauren druid at the time. And I carried that druid all the way to World of Warcraft Classic. And I stopped after I actually got to experience Ulduar. Various circumstances back when Wrath of the Lich King was first new made me have to abandon my playing of the game shortly after Ulduar had actually come out. And I never got to see it until a good... what would that have been? Probably 6-7 years later, when I had my first, private WoW setup. And it was a cataclysm, just because I was curious about the world changes, but that was my first chance to actually see inside of Ulduar. But even if you can do it on a private server, it doesn't quite you know, scratch that itch. So when Classic came back, you know, I basically got to, like, properly raid for the first time ever. Like, I never really raided in... I never raided in vanilla at all. In Burning Crusade, I did, like, a few... I did, like, Magtheridon a couple times. I did Karazhan a couple times. But that was it, really. But I actually got to see all of it. I mean, I even got to be part of some very preliminary attempts at Naxxramas Classic with my guild, but we did full clears of all the other raids. Man, what an experience that was. But, you know, that's sort of what this game's always meant to be, you know? There's a nostalgia here that's really magical and special. But none of that matters right now, because I am playing alone if you discount all my dead children. And Ogre. So we need 4 more Rattlecage skeletons. We're pretty close to being done here in Death Knell. I don't think the kids like it when I get too, you know, wrapped up in nostalgia. I think they think it's kind of, what do the kids say these days? Cringe? I think that's it. Hey kids, is that what the kids say? Am I being cringy right now? Oh, you kids. I can't tell if they look shocked and horrified because I'm saying these words or because it's difficult for their facial expressions to change with a good chunk of their flesh no longer pleasant, but I'm sure it doesn't matter. I'm sure it's fine. See, look, the skeleton? Yeah, he's doing great. Oh, my kids. Look, Zom's having a drink. Texu's doing fine. Uwu's enjoying life. Odepe, the warlock. As long as we can keep these kids alive, everything is going to be okay. And I know that I'm going to be great at it, because I am deadbeat dad. I'm going to do better than that silly human or that silly orc ever did. You know, because I've been a dad, clearly. And then all my kids died, clearly. Probably wasn't my fault. I'm sure I wasn't to blame, but, you know, these things happen. We got boots. Boots are good. Bracers. Bracers are good. That's the Samuel Phipps. You're already sending me off. Lesser Heal and Shadow Word Pain. Those are pretty good to have. Shadow Word Pain is great to initiate the battles. It saves me the time it actually takes to cast. Do you want me to go after the spiders? Okay, fair enough. Don't mind the fact that I started with 1,000 gold. That's probably completely normal. Definitely nothing suspicious there at all. Okay, had to take a quick break there. That's fine. See, I have to be careful how I take breaks when I record this, because if I AFK, the private server will kick me out. I mean, it's my own thing. I literally have access to its config files. I cannot find a way to make it stop that, to make it not do that. But also, if I log out, all of the party bots delete themselves. So, if I want to push my kids as hard as I can, I have to do it in a single sitting. Oh, thank God, I finally got a bag. I have really needed a bag. Honestly, just pull multiples. It's fine. Kids got this. Good work, kids. Thank you very much. And we need 8 spiders from inside the mine. That shouldn't be too difficult. Hello. Hello. Come on, kids. I need a little hand here. Even at these early levels, these things are dangerous if we don't fight them together. Oh, it's raining again. Nice. I always love the weather system. Come on, little spider. Come on, kids. I need your help here. Thank you. Man, these party bots really can be convenient. I like how poor Uwu here just keeps trying to apply Battle Shout. It's like, this isn't really much of a melee party. Well, no, I guess there is a rogue as well. Okay, you fight. You fight. You fight. There we go. I just pull them. My kids clean them up. Nice and easy. And then we need to do the Samuel Phipps quest. And that is almost certainly going to be enough to hit level 6. Do 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 do. First, I gotta kill the spiders, make sure that they burn and die. I'm the greatest dad who ever lived until I and my babies died. But it's okay, because we're all together again. Just don't ask me anything about their mother. Don't ask them anything about their mother either. Ever. I'll find out if you do. There's nothing suspicious about that statement whatsoever. I want to be perfectly clear. Okay, Samuel Phipps. Samuel Phipps. There he is. Hello, Sammy. How you doing? Oh, you're dead. Well, that's unfortunate. Alright. That should be all the questing we need to do in Death now. We will be able to move on. We can find Gordo and find some Gloomweed. We can do the Farmer Pumpkins, and then we will start grabbing various quests in Brill. My ultimate goal for this is to see if it is possible to survive until I am level 18, and then take all of my kids into Ragefire Chasm, where we will absolutely, definitely be unable to handle it. But yeah, that is the win condition for this challenge. I hit level 18, and then we all go die in Rage Fire Chasm. So far, I have not gotten close to it. The first time I tried this challenge, all the kids were dead in less than a half hour. The second time would have lasted maybe an hour and a half total if I hadn't spent an inordinate amount of time walking around for class quests. Anyway, we get Shield and Smite. Power word Shield is a very important one to have. And we're ready to move on. Come on, kids. We can leave death now. I think we've all gotten used to our new undead bodies now. I'm sure it's fine. You know, it's always been so weird to me that all the Forsaken just unanimously decided to act all grimdark about everything. And yes, I get it. They're undead. Okay, fine. We can accept that. Let me get out my thesis, okay? It makes complete sense that Sylvanas Windrunner, the leader of the Forsaken, would be extremely grimdark and tortured and just having a miserable time. Because she is not like the rest of the people of Lordaeron. At this point, all of the people of Lordaeron, all of the Forsaken at this point, were plague victims. They were people that were killed during the Plague of Undeath that swept through Lordaeron. Sylvanas Windrunner was not a plague victim of Lordaeron. Sylvanas Windrunner was explicitly and personally cursed by Arthas Menethil for the express purpose of it being a torture. She is in constant agony and suffering, physically and mentally, because her undeath is intended to be a torture. That was Arthas's specific goal in cursing her with undeath. I'm trying to see if I can find Gordo. I'm not spotting him just yet. Is he anywhere around? No, he's not. Okay. The plague victims are not actively being tortured. They're just not. There definitely seem to be like some genuine, personality differences that occur with undeath, regardless of the circumstances. But I truly believe that for a good portion of the undead, they probably would have just kind of gotten back up, been confused for a while, and then gone on with their life. Like, oh, well, this is weird and different, but I am, for all practical purposes, alive, and my lands are here. I can just go back to life, I guess. But that's not really what they did. They've just... The entire lot of them just decided that they were going to be grim and depressed about everything and, like, just lean really heavily into the aesthetic of it. And I've just always found that to be really funny. And I think it's because, and I truly believe this, I think it's because Sylvanas Windrunner really leaned into that. Like, I think she really leaned into it. I think she was more accommodating of people who seemed like they were having a miserable time. And I think it helped create this new unhealthy culture. And I think that that was further exasperated. I think it was made worse by Veramothras, who ultimately is still a Dreadlord, and even at that point was still working in his own subtle ways to undermine Sylvanas and the Forsaken. And I think he recognized that this was a very effective way of undermining them, and frickin' Texu is going to die. I think that is the first time in this entire Keep the Bots Alive series that I have actually oh god. No. 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 Oh dear god. Could you guys pull his aggro, please? Oh, thank god. Oh, that was bad. I was at 1 HP. Inventory is full. Yes, I did not empty it like I had meant to. Let's just get rid of all this sticky ichor. All the sticky icky can go away. So yeah, I truly believe that from the very beginning, the Forsaken were being pulled in directions that did not truly align with the reality of their situation. And with Sylvanas taking the leading role in Lordaeron, she basically did not really give the established ruling families of Lordaeron a chance to reestablish themselves. And I think that's why things went so completely off the rails with the Forsaken. I think that's why no one noticed that, well, why no one thought it was weird that they were designing genocidal bioweapons in their basement until it was, you know, a little bit too late. And they were working on that stuff for a while. Hell, we actively assist. I just think that realistically there's probably a good number of the Forsaken who woke up from undeath after having a particularly bad day and took about an hour and realized, oh, I can basically just go live a mostly normal life right now. Almost nothing that actually matters has changed. Instead of what apparently has happened, where all the Forsaken woke up and collectively decided that they were all going to listen to emo music and be really, really self-pitying about the whole thing. And certainly there are those who really did not handle the whole undead thing very well. And I think that, especially from Cataclysm onward, it does a very good job of presenting that. But at that point, it gets even murkier, because with Cataclysm onward, many of the Forsaken are no longer plague victims. They're actually just humans that are being risen up by the Valkyr. And that's a whole different level of undeath that bypasses a lot of that problem. So, I don't know. That is my little ramble about the undead. I'm just saying, I think it would have been very interesting if there were examples of undead within the narrative who basically just got up, went, oh well, and then just went about their lives as normal, reunited with family in other human kingdoms, and then that family was like, oh man, I'm so sorry you're dead. Maybe you're like, it's cool. I think I'm immortal now. And then they all just, move on with their lives together. I just always thought that would be an interesting thing that the narrative could choose to focus on if it wished to. Not that there aren't plenty of other options, and there's plenty of good storytelling. I think the further we get, I think the more time passes, the less people really know or care about the actual mechanics and lore of this setting. And that even includes developers. And I think that's really unfortunate. Because I do believe that Warcraft is a very rich setting. And I'm sure my dead children would agree with me. Because they always agree with me. Why would my dead children not agree with me? Why? Do you think they know better than me? Do you think they have a different opinion than me? Is that what you're saying? Well, you're wrong. I love my dead children. And my dead children love me. And they know that I am right. And we are a happy family. And everything is going to be fine. And we're never going to be apart again. Okay, so, maybe just don't mention that, okay? Look, I'm not the one who brought it up. That's on... Look. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Maybe I got a little upset there. Maybe I got a little heated. That's on me. But, you have a hand in this as well. You brought up something that upsets me, okay? I need one more Gloomweed, and I am running out of weird, semi-abusive, gaslighty things to say while I look for the Gloomweed. It's very annoying. I think there's some around the pond, maybe? I don't know, it's a little hard to see. I don't think it's going to really get any better. But I do want to find that last piece of Gloomweed, since it opens up another quest. Having to tank these fights as a priest is going to be a bit problematic. But I think I'll be able to pull it off. I mean, in the end, I can just, pop my shields anytime that I need to tank a fight. I need to be real careful, like, about my kids getting close to red name mobs. Those are the ones that attack on sight and have an aggro range, which is a function of the difference between their level and the level of a character. Ah, good tea. Do you have a quest for me? You do not. Oh, hold on. No, you leave my kids alone. Nice. So this is definitely enough to get me to level 7 and probably most of the way to level 8. So we're really not going to be spending a great deal of time here in Tirisfal. I basically have it set for triple XP. So I'm getting triple the amount of XP from quests, exploration, and from kills. My lovely undead children, they get the triple XP from kills, but they are not gaining any quest XP whatsoever. They're only getting exploration and combat. So they are quickly going to be overpowered. Honestly, Silverpine Forest is going to be pretty damn rough. Hello. Hello, Junior Apothecary Holland. I brought you Gloomweed that your assistant is out collecting, because you are definitely after Gloomweed and nothing else. Oh no, he needed Doomweed. So, do you think Gloomweed and Doomweed were already things in Lordaeron before all this? Do you think there were still, like, a giant monster spider problem and a giant bat problem in Lordaeron before the Legion came? Because I like to imagine that there was. Because it's funny to me. You need 5 vials of Darkhound blood. We'll check the wanted poster, because I think it's for, like, one eye? No, maggot eye. That's right. Honestly, maggot eye... Maggot eye and Doomweed alone might be enough to get me pretty close to level 10. Don't mind the Elder. The Lunar Festival folks are here for some reason. Deaths in the Family, Haunted Mills. We're not going to be doing that. Hello. Hello, innocent captured prisoner. I was told to bring you this. I don't know why, but I'm sure it was, you know, a very pleasant and friendly gift given to you completely in good faith. You want Dusk Bat Pelts. Priest Quest. I have to go heal and fortify a guy. That'll be fine. So, Doomweed and Maggot Eye to start.
I have exactly what you need.
Cool. I'm glad you have exactly what I need. We're just gonna sell all that. Equip some 8-slot bags. Perfect.
I am forsaken.
And grab a piece of coarse thread. Alright. Let us begin heading north for Doomweed, Maggot Eye, and any dusk bats we can find along the way. And this will probably, after turning it in, take us all the way to, and maybe even a little past the threshold for level 9. So this is Deathguard Kel, who needs to be healed and fortified. And now that I've got fortification on the brain, all my kids can use a little extra. There you go. So last one is Zom. This spell costs 60 mana. Perfect. Alright. Hello, Rothides. My little undead babies here are still only level 5. So they are quite a bit weaker than what we're going up against. But that's okay. We're gonna be alright. Come on. Yes. Ooh, Scroll of Protection. Honestly, the rogues are consistently the squishiest ones from my experience. Rogues drop so damn fast. You know, when they haven't upgraded any of their abilities or skills since level 1 and are in level 1 armor and fighting things that are orange or red names for them. I can't imagine why those would be factors, though. They're probably just slacking off. Doomweed. Hello. Alright, I got the curse. The Curse of Thule. More Doomweed. I always am afraid to approach this pack of enemies when I'm playing solo. There's several of them here, and they are dangerous. Alright, level 8. There you go. Beautiful. Everyone's out of combat? Good. Ooh, a mace. Nice. No, Zom, turning into a fish does not help here. It doesn't actually do anything to contribute to our survivability. Look, I know that this whole turning into a fish thing is... I know it's like a hot new fad among all the hip kids, but just... I really need you to not do that right now. I really, really need you to not do that. I need you to focus on spell casting and trying to help me and the rest of your friends stay alive. Scroll of Spirit. Perfect. That counters the Curse of Thule. Very good. Doomweed. Doomweed. I still need more Doomweed. You resisted my spell. How dare you? Oh. Nope. You resisted my spell. Stop it. Damn you. The bots also have a tendency to run away if they are ranged and someone gets too close, which is a real problem because then they're just pulling the enemies away from the places where I want them. Oop. Maggot Eye is in the houses at the top of the farm at the north end. Hopefully we can pick up some more Doomweed along the way, because we are not having a great deal of luck with that stuff. Is there any Doomweed out in the field? I want to say that I don't think there is, but I'm not 100% sure that there isn't. Don't run left, guys. Don't run left. Good. Come on. Get him. Perfect. There's Maggot Eye. Okay. Got him. And get him, get him, get him, get him, get him. Shield. Good. Got him. Ooh, a two-handed mace. Lot of good loot on that one. But we are still very short on the Doomweed. And the kits are still only level 5. They're gonna have to start really catching up. All in all, this attempt is quite successful so far. Do bots need first aid in order to use first aid? If so, is there any chance that they would use bandages if I gave them bandages? I am going to assume that even if I give them bandages, they will not use them well. There we go. There's another one. That will be number 6. Come on, kids. We got this. We got this under control. Oh, there's 7 right there. Kids, go distract that guy. Good work, kids. Very proud of you. See, if we all work together, we can do amazing things as a dead family. Alright, kids, you handle that. Ooh, and there's a ninth one right there. Oh, that's perfect. Oh, crap. We pulled an extra. Don't you fight my claw thieves. Alright, the children are level 6. Good. This one makes me nervous. We definitely have enough to get past level... level 9. And I still need to get the Dusk Bats and Darkhound Blood on my way back. Because I do have Darkhound Blood and Chill of Death on my to-do list. Knocking those out would definitely get me to level 10. And it would give a chance for some more Doomweeds to spawn. Maybe even ones that'll spawn in, like, nice, convenient locations. Come on. Excellent. I'm gonna get so powerful. You little jerk, you stunned me. How dare you? How dare you stun deadbeat Dad Quill? Don't you know that I have important work to do? Like taking care of my poor dead children? I'm gonna be such a good dad. I'm gonna be an even better dad than I was when we were alive. Which, honestly, probably won't be all that hard to achieve, considering that the last time I was a dad, we all died. Which, you know, probably not the ideal situation for being a good dad, letting all your kids die. Just saying. Seems like that would weigh on a person. Doomweed. 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 It's being real annoying to find this last bit of Doomweed. Kids, do you see any Doomweed? Trying real hard to find this stuff, and it's just not working. Doomweed, Doomweed, Doomweed. Seriously, how am I having this much trouble finding one more Doomweed? I can't even just run past mobs. Because my poor kids will get stuck fighting them. Come on. There we go, Doomweed. Nice. Victory. At long last. Oh. Oh my god, Zom. Zom! Damn it, Zom! I'm getting real nervous about Zom. Okay, it did it again. Sometimes it just, like, imagines a ghost input for some reason and radically readjusts my camera. I don't understand what causes that to occur. I wonder if it's some I wonder if it's some kind of a keybind that I'm hitting. Not the obvious one that I can see. Boy, it really likes to rain. It was so nice of them to give me the Curse of Thule and let me reach Shadow Form a good 32 levels early. Do 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 do. Just need to find some more Dark Hounds. Turn this all in, hit level 10, and we can head to Silver Pine Forest. There we go. That's 2 Dark Hounds. Should be quick and easy to kill them. Ba, 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 da, ba, ba. How dare you? How dare you not have blood? What did I ever do to you that made you think that it was okay to not have blood when I needed you to have blood so that I could kill you and take your blood? God, so damn rude. Kids, why don't you teach this guy how to be nice? Good work, kids. Oh my god, you didn't have any blood either. All these poor dogs out here without any blood. It's horrifying. Come on. You also don't have blood. Do you have blood? One of you has got to have blood. Yes, it was you. You had blood. Perfect. Okay, that is 5 complete quests. We're just going to drop Putrid Task because we are not doing it. We are almost certainly getting to level 10 just with what we have right now. Then we'll make sure that the priest trainer doesn't have any new quests for me, learn his skills, and then we're heading to Silverpine. Alright, level 9. Ah, good tea. Pretty simple one today, just green tea with lemon. Nothing terribly fancy. I sure hope it's less rainy over in Silver Pine. Hello, I have brought you blood. I am not going to go fight the Murlocs, but I will take your notes to Silver Pine Forest. Because I am a good person. And I'm a great dad. I do think it's really funny, that wanted poster. It's like, oh, hey, we want someone to go kill this gnoll who's, like, super dangerous. And if you do, we'll let you pick between, like, this shitty shirt or this other shitty pants. And I'm like, but what if I don't want shitty shirt or pants? Hello, priest trainer. Ooh, they gave me a magical item. Yes. What can you teach me? Renew, lesser heal, resurrection. Well, obviously I'm not going to need that. Fade, mind blast, shadow word, pain. Okay, that's a lot of stuff. Lesser heal, rank 3. Renew. Actually, really damn good. Resurrection, never gonna need it. Fade, probably never gonna need it. Mind blast. Honestly, being able to cause high threat as an opener is really good. We also get my first talent point. So I need to think here. Increasing the amount healed by Renew, that could be absolutely essential. I think that's got to be it. I think we got to go for the Renew. Okay. Well, that's great. Come along, kids. We've got places to go. Yep, it did it again. Troll's Blood. We're going to hold on to that. And hold on to gems and jewels. You know what would actually really, really help me out? Would be if I could get a lesser magic wand. The easiest way to start building the basic stuff you need for enchanting is by combining it with tailoring and just using the incredibly large amounts of cloth you can get to start crafting basic green items and then disenchanting them. It's not super tough to get started on enchanting. And it would give me a bit more power. Especially if I reach a point where I'm going to be trying to take this lovely pack of kids into Ragefire Chasm. Cool. Journeyman Tailor, yes. I will take tailoring. Thank you. First things we're going to need is bolts of linen cloth. do 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 do. I've never actually tested if the bots will equip gear that you tried to give them. I don't know if they have that degree of sophistication. But I should be able to test it. Do you sell coarse thread? Not really. Honestly, basically everything you have here is an upgrade. There we go. All right. Perfect. Unfortunately, there's not really anything I can make with that. Oh, crap. I would need a copper rod to start enchanting. Oh, and I don't have a blacksmith. Ah, damn. Alright, that's fine. No, kids, come on. Don't play with the neighbors, alright? Don't do that. I got a practice sword. Cool. I'm actually curious. Zom, you're a mage. So you're still wearing all your level 1 stuff. So if I trade you that, will you put it on? You actually will. Okay. Okay. So, with these higher drop rates, when we go into Ragefire Chasm, if I actually start handing out at that point gear that they could reasonably use, they might actually get strong enough to, like, truly make a difference. Now that's interesting. I do not for 1 second think that these bots survive if I take them into Ragefire Chasm. Like, unless they're, like, level 18 or something. Or, yeah, level 15, but pretty geared out. I don't think they survive. But if I started giving them the gear, they might pull it off. The bigger problem is that we don't really have anything that's effective for crowd control. And they're really not going to have the kind of power that we need in order to kill elites quickly enough. Especially not in the larger groups. And especially not if I have to play role of both healer and tank. Though, to be fair, if I just pop a bunch of renews and power shield, maybe I could be like a kiting tank? That might work. Probably not, but you never know. But we're not yet at the point where we're going to find out. You know, that is 8 levels away. That is a problem for future Deadbeat Dad. You know, I could practice though. Like, I could practice some of the strats at Firewood Village. That's a terrible idea. And now I feel like I have to do it. Yeah, right there. Right there. It definitely reset the camera view. I did not touch a damn thing. It's not my extra mouse buttons. Those are unbound. It's not any of those. It's like there's some weird thing built into the client, maybe. Very strange. I will get the quest to go to Undercity, so I can at least get that flight path. The last time I tried this, I discovered that I had unintentionally kept on the option where new players would have access to every flight path. Oh, hold on. I should have that correctly disabled now. Of course, even getting to the Sepulchre is going to be difficult. There's just... Man, the aggro range on these guys is very big. And it's just going to get worse. Thought so. But, who knows, maybe they will get XP at a rate that's actually going to enable them to start catching up to my level. I mean, that's definitely not what's going to happen, but let me hope. Why are you so far behind, Odepi? Why can't you be up here in the front like Uwu? And you, even when you were alive, you couldn't keep up with Uwu. Come on, kids. We just have to get there. We have to get to the Sepulchre. It's totally normal that we are going to a place that is literally just a crypt. Totally normal. No reason to be nervous. Alright. Come on, Odepe. Alright, let's go. Ooh, I'm kind of rocking this woven armor. I actually look pretty good in it. I like that. Alright, we have reached our location with the first moon rage and the first bears. I have to be extremely careful. The aggro range for a Son of Eregal will be massive. And if a Son of Eregal spots us, this challenge is instantly over. The bots will not run away, and there is absolutely nothing I can do to help them survive combat against a level 25 elite. Nothing. At all. Texu, are you using a mining pick? Oh, nope, not trade. Inspect. You are using a mining pick. Huh. Dang. Their skills definitely haven't gotten any stronger. Battle Shout, Arcane Intellect are still as crappy as ever. Hello, bear. Don't worry, Mr. Bear. We'll make sure that you die a dignified death. Wow, you would not want to die. Cool. Alright, I did it. I have reached the quest hub in Silver Pine Forest. All the kids seem to be doing all right. Excellent. You are an ugly dwarfen elver. I will spit at you and move on with my life. Got a bower there.
What do you require?
Clother here. Honestly, a nice white shirt. That'll probably be nice. Yeah. That looks pretty good.
Dark lady, watch
I
over
could
you.
buy... I could buy NPC. I could buy NPC weapons to disenchant. But that still leaves with the core problem, where I don't actually have a means of getting the rod to do enchanting. Okay. Hello, sir. I want this to be my home. What say you, Death Guard Podrick? You sell poison supplies. Trade goods. Yes, I require 20 pieces of coarse thread. Thank you.
What is it? Embrace the shadow.
Alright. So, what can I actually start making? They're all basically the same at this point. But it might be enough to give me some gear that might yield an advantage. Don't worry, Pod the Rod. We're going to get you your stuff. To Undercity we go. Take me away, Karos. Perfect. We only had Undercity. That's exactly what it should have looked like. So we can put points into Renew, just to make that more powerful. We're not going to get much opportunity past that point. So, might spec for wand damage after that. It's not a lot. Or I could just grab the healing focus. Spirit tap could be useful. I mean, it's not out of the question.
What now?
Oh, no. You are the war effort recruiter. I don't need you.
Be quick about your
Weapons merchant. Thank you.
trust no one.
Whoops. Damn it. I landed in the sewage. And for some reason, the sewage of the undead is bright green. It's probably best not to think about it. Rogue's Quarter. Magic Quarter. Because that is where I will find tailors. Do. I think I also want to visit the war quarter, just to see, just to make sure that I can grab any weapon skills that I might, you know, have access to. That's the staff merchant. Journeyman tailor, yes. Sure, I'll go ahead and learn all of that. Brown pants. Linen belts are still only 1 bolt of cloth each. Oh. What the... Oh, I'm gaining multiple points for everything. Okay, well... I don't actually want that. Yeah, like, that was good for 2. I mean... Whatever. Just another quirk of this, private server, I guess. That is something I'm going to have to change. Okay. When can I build my first greens? Not until 70. Okay. Damn. Well, maybe the linen capes will do me some good. Very good. And very good.
Watch your back.
Now we sell off all of this extra goodness. Okay. Actually, that's an upgrade. There we go. Actually, I think most of that stuff was upgrades. Okay, so the first wand they'll actually sell me is a level 15. I don't mind having a level 15 wand. Oh. Alright, War Quarter. We need the Weapon Master. Looking pretty good, if I do say so myself. I've got, like, some real good stuff. That person definitely tried to shoot me. Weapon Master. Weapon Master. Weapon Master. You can teach me about daggers. I see. And that does not help me in the slightest. I could head to Orgrimmar real quick. And then just Hearthstone back to the Sepulchre. Before I go out and start on my quests. That would also give the opportunity for some exploration XP. And it would give my beloved bots some exploration XP as well. So I think that's a pretty good idea. Hello there.
I am forsaken.
Got it. Nope, nope, not that. Okay. So I don't actually have to take the bat. It's fine if I just go there and, whoop. It's fine if I just go there and turn it in. I'm 90% sure. Could be wrong. Probably not. Because I'm a very smart boy. Oof. Oh boy, this is sacrilege right there. My god. The Throne Room of Lordaeron is one of my favorite places in all of Warcraft. Just, the Ruins of Lordaeron in general are so good. You can even see the spot where Tyrannus, there it is, right here. A bloodstain that will never go away. Where the crown of Tyrannus Menethil fell to the floor and rolled. As seen in the cutscene of Warcraft 3. That's the reason I loved World of Warcraft so much. Is because of just how much it respected the world that Warcraft 3 showed, and how much it tried to represent it accurately, in big ways and in small ones. Absolutely blew my mind in those early days. Alright, come on kids. Any of y'all ever been to Orgrimmar? Did your mother take you to Orgrimmar? Did your mother take you to Orgrimmar and didn't tell me? God, she was always doing shit like that. No, nope, okay, nope, don't focus. That's not what's meant. That's not what's important. We're not going to focus on that. We're not going to think about that. We're not going to think about the things that your bitch mother did or didn't do for you. No, we're going to focus on the important things. You know, we're a family again. And that's wonderful and beautiful. And it's so happy. Alright, you are the Orgrimmar, right? Yes. I could go to Stranglethorn. I feel like that would be a terrible idea. So I'll just cut here till it shows up. There we go. Come on, kids. All aboard. All aboard the lovely airship that's going to take us all to Orgrimmar. It's going to be great. Whoosh. Wow, I feel I feel pathetic. Whoosh. There we go. See, kids? Deadbeat Dad knows what to do. Come on. Come on, Zeppelin. There you go. Hooray! Kids, we're taking a happy ride to Orgrimmar! Yay! Mostly I'm just going to visit the Weapon Master. It's good to have options. Getting the Wands access at level 15 is going to be real important. Well, I can't actually say that for certain. I have no idea. So, what are we doing in Silver Pine? Grizzled Bear Heart, Skittering Blood. The Moonrage White Scalps will be easiest. Dead Fields is going to be a nightmare. Like, that is actually going to be extremely difficult. Look, kids, I'm transparent. Ha 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 ha. It's a dad joke. Everybody laugh. Is it silly?
I can stand the smell of orcs.
Ooh. Okay, yeah. Alright, little more racist than I was hoping for. Maybe we try again.
I'm dead, and I'm pissed.
That's not really a joke. Okay, you know what? I think we established it. Deadbeat Dad's not the best at telling jokes. Great job following there, kids. You're doing your best. And you know what? That's what counts. I respect it. Ugh. Ugh. They really did make Orgrimmar look fantastic at the time. Like, I know that those are all just flat textures, but they're really good-looking flat textures on the outer wall. As an orc main for many years, and a horde main even when I wasn't an orc, I love this city. I really, really do love this city. It's just a really special place for me. Hey, Sarfang, I'd tell you about your future, but I don't think you'd like it. Ah. Don't mind me, troll. I'm just heading out this way. Just going to see some important people, do some important things. You probably wouldn't understand. What with you being alive and all. I was never able to truly see the things that mattered to me until we were all dead. It was so tragic. I try not to think about those days. I try not to reflect on all that has been lost and the horrors, the screams in the dark of the night as the dead swarmed across the land. As it became too late, word spread, and everyone knew. Everyone knew who had bought that grain. Everyone knew who had eaten it. And we knew that there was nothing we could do to save them. Indeed, we couldn't stay. We couldn't try to help. We had to flee. We had to flee as quickly as we could, taking nothing with us, for the dead would be faster than us with our burdens. All around Lordaeron, it was panic and chaos. And then I guess Arthas killed his dad, so that was kind of weird. Weapon Masters! Hello, gentlemen. Yes, I want to learn how to use staves. Perfect. Alright, back to the Sepulchre. And let the really hard part of all this begin.
What is it? Embrace the shadow.
So, first up, we have the dead fields up there. The skittering blood is going to be a problem. The dead fields is going to be a real problem. Hello, sir. Increasingly, it's just me against the world. My beautiful baby children are not quite as effective at handling these threats anymore. But at least they do, like, a decent job. Hold on. I never placed Shadow Word Pain 2. Lesser Heal is at 3. Smite 2. Okay. Again, the real threat are the Sons of Arugal. If I engage in Elite too early, or not in carefully controlled conditions, the run is over. They quite simply cannot survive that level of offense. And they will not turn and run. Okay. Grizzled Bear Heart. Luckily, I don't think there's any Sons of Arugal until you get real close to the bridge further south of here. I think that's where the first Sons of Arugal are. Okay. Odape just hit level 7. That is fantastic news. God damn these things. Resisting my attacks. Come on. I am dying. God damn grizzly bears. Sure, pop a potion. Take the weak troll's blood. Maybe I should have gone alchemy and herbalism instead. I could have given my kids some useful consumables. And then just kind of hope that they use them appropriately. Come on. Shield doesn't last very long. That's the 5th white scalp. We're at 3 grizzled bear hearts. I am going to be risky. And I'm going to make a push for the dead fields. Okay. But first, the kids need some more fortitude. Zom, you're just gonna have to wait your turn. I'll have the mana for your fortitude here in a second. There you go. Good work, Zom. Thanks for being patient with your dad. Let's try not to pull them. Okay. Looks like that was successful. Oh, the dead fields are going to be a nightmare. So I have to kill things until a specific named NPC enemy appears and I need to kill it. That's basically how it works. Normally this is actually kind of a rough quest. But having help, even lower level help, should make this a lot easier. This isn't the Dead Fields, but it would be good to get it on my map. That's Valgan's Field. Dead Fields are up there. All the kids are level 7. So they are a lot weaker than me, but they are only 4 levels behind. Okay. The Ivar patch is not the Dead Fields, but I do believe this is where the at least one of the NPCs we're supposed to be looking for is. Oh crap, that's a glutton. Nah, buddy, you need to focus on me. Focus on me. I'm the one you want. Good. Nice, okay. Good job, kids. Interesting. So it's centering the camera in a weird direction when it does that. But it's not doing it with a right-click input, or it would have disrupted my casting. Good to know. Damn. No, no, okay. You're too far over. That's bad. Texu. Healing. Texu. Guys, come on. I have to run. You guys, do what you can. Okay, we're fine. Oh crap. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Oh my god. Here, shield. Okay. Oh my god. Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. 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 I'm alive. I'm alive. That was terrifying. But I still need to be quick, because there are respawns. Come on. Okay. That's fine. Now get this guy. Okay. If I get to Yorick, that might be enough for a level. Come on.
I haven't got all day. Victory
Okay.
is close.
Alright, you need discolored war cards. No, 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 no. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Drop the renews. Okay. We're fine. We're fine. We pulled the aggro. We're still alright. Okay. Alright. Alright. Everything is under control. Nope. We gotta heal. Come on. Oh my god, he's resisting everything. Oh my god, guys. Guys! Renew. Oh my god. Oh, this is a suicidal nightmare. God. I think the NPC you talk to in here gives you a quest where you have to fight off waves of enemies. I don't think that is possible. No, no, we're all dead. We're all dead. I went too far. I went too far. Come on, kids. Stay alive. Nope. Pull all the aggro. And then run. If I run far enough, fast enough, they might all teleport to me. Okay, okay, shield. I was wrong about what was in there. I was wrong about what was in there. Okay, we're fine. Heal. Alright, everything is okay. All the kids are alive. Wait, where's Zom? Where's Zom? Zom, no! God damn it! Damn it, I didn't notice that Zom didn't make it. No!